You ever lie awake at night and wonder, did I take the wrong path? Did I evolve too late? Or worse, what if I missed my chance entirely? Yeah, me too. And the truth is, life in your 20s often feels like wandering through a route with no objective marker. No rival battle, no gym badge waiting at the end. Just you, walking through tall grass, hoping the next encounter will mean something. But what if the fact that you're here, still showing up, still trying, is proof you're not behind? You're evolving, quietly, slowly, maybe even in your sleep. Let me walk with you for a while. Let's get lost on purpose. You don't need to listen actively. You don't need to take notes. Just let the rhythm of your own journey carry you. Let the music guide you. Let these words hold you. You don't need to be more productive. You don't need to optimize this moment. All you need to do is rest. And remember, you're not starting over. You're starting from experience. So breathe. Let your next evolution begin gently, from stillness. Some Pokémon evolve by level, others need a stone. Some only evolve when they feel enough friendship, and some only in the dead of night. You might not be a level up evolution. You might be one of the strange ones, the ones who take time, who need silence, who grow when no one's watching, and that's okay. You don't have to be constantly grinding XP to be growing. Resting is part of it. Reflection is part of it. Growth isn't always visible, but it accumulates, quietly, like EVs. Hidden values shaping who you become. You don't see it day by day, but one day you wake up and something's changed. You're calmer, kinder, clearer. And maybe you don't even notice until someone else says, "Hey, you've really evolved." You know what I love? Espeon. It doesn't evolve through battling, or stones, or special moves. Just by walking with you, long enough, faithfully enough. And then one morning, without warning, it changes. Maybe that's what you're doing right now. You're walking with yourself, long enough to trust, quietly enough to hear what you really want. And that is evolution too. Some evolutions are weird, messy, hard to trigger. Feebas won't evolve without max beauty. Pillowswine needs to remember ancient power. Inkay, you have to hold your device upside down. It doesn't always make sense, but it still works. So if you feel like you've tried everything, like the inputs don't match the outcomes, you're not broken, you're just unique. You're the kind of evolution no one can predict, and that's powerful. Ask yourself, what if I'm not behind, just waiting for the right condition? What if I'm not lost, just in the middle of evolving? What if my evolution doesn't look like anyone else's? Let those questions sit in your mind. You don't need to answer them tonight. You just need to let them breathe. Others might evolve faster, and that can hurt. Watching someone else get the badge you wanted. Seeing friends reach milestones you can't touch yet. It's easy to believe you're failing, but pace is not the same as purpose. You're still on your path, still in the game, still learning the moves that matter to you. Some Pokemon never hit their final form. Maybe you're not here to complete yourself, just to keep evolving in ways only you understand. You don't need a plan to be progressing. You're not a late bloomer, you're a layered one. You're evolving, even now, even here. You got the job, you passed the exam, you moved into a new place. And yet, something still feels like it's missing. That's the thing about milestones, they don't always deliver the feeling we expect. Sometimes beating the gym leader doesn't fix what's going on inside. Sometimes, even with the badge in your hand, you still feel like an imposter. You think, shouldn't I feel more proud of myself? Or, why do I still feel behind? You expected that winning moment to feel like evolution, but instead, it just feels quiet. Maybe a little empty, maybe a little delayed. It's like earning your badge, but your Pokemon still won't listen to you. like you hit the requirement, but the confidence didn't catch up yet. Milestones are markers, not destinations. They tell you where you've been, not who you are. Just because you've reached something others admire doesn't mean you feel aligned with it. And that's not failure, that's just feedback. A signal that there's still more evolving to do, not externally, internally. Take a breath here, let the pressure soften. You're not wrong for feeling flat after a win. You're not ungrateful, you're not broken. Sometimes the reward hits later. Sometimes it grows into you slowly, like trust, like self-worth, like evolution. Remember, you're not your badge count. You're not your degree, your job title, your relationship status. You're the trainer, the one who kept going through foggy routes, who healed your team when no one was watching, who lost battles and showed up anyway. Your growth is in your persistence, your presence, not just your wins. So if you reach something that doesn't feel like enough, it doesn't mean you're broken, it means you're honest. You're still becoming the version of you that can feel proud, that can carry the badge and the belief. Let that belief take root. Let it grow quietly. That takes time. But you're not late. You're still evolving. And sometimes even your victories need a moment to catch up to your heart. There are moments between evolutions. Quiet stretches when nothing seems to change. No new moves, no level up sparkles, just silence. That silence can feel empty. But what if it's sacred? What if the pause isn't a setback, but a signal? A breath before the breakthrough. This is where inner work happens. The kind no one sees. The kind even you can't measure. Like training in a cave long before the next gym. It might feel like a delay, but it's actually preparation. Your evolution is calibrating. Let this moment be slow. Let it stretch. Stillness is where trust is built. Where you realize you don't need constant proof of progress to be valid. Even a Pokeball rests before it clicks. Even evolution has a loading screen. You're still becoming. Even here. Think about the Pokemon you've trained. The ones who took time to grow. You never doubted them. You believed in them. So why not offer that same belief to yourself? You're not lazy. You're not lost. You're in between. And that's allowed. I repeat, you're not lazy. You're not lost. You're in between. And that's allowed. So stay here a little longer. Not because you have to, but because you can. This moment, this pause, it matters. Because evolution isn't just about what's next. It's also about who you are when nothing is changing. And who you are right now is worthy. Even in the stillness. Especially in the stillness. We live in a world that treats rest like weakness. Like if you're not moving forward, you're falling behind. But in the Pokemon world, resting is strategy. It's built into the journey. You heal at a Pokemon Center. You nap at a campsite. You press A to sleep. It's part of the rhythm of growth, not a break from it. Maybe that's what you need tonight. Not a new plan, not a breakthrough, just permission to rest. Because rest is not passive, it's not avoidance. Rest is recalibration. It's where your body repairs. Your mind integrates. Your heart catches up to itself. Like your save file after a boss fight. Think about Snorlax. It doesn't rush. It doesn't chase. But when it does move, it's powerful, purposeful. Rest doesn't make you soft. It makes you strong. The kind of strong that doesn't need to prove itself. The kind that trusts the cycle. That knows energy will return. So tonight, let your rest be intentional. Like a full restore. Like a long overdue visit to the center. Let the world blur around the edges. Let the next step wait. You're still progressing, even when your screen fades to black. No one else can tell you what rest looks like for you. Maybe it's silence, maybe it's soft music, maybe it's a 9-hour sleep with a weighted blanket and the dreamy music of Lily Cove City. Whatever it is, trust it. Let your evolution continue, not through force, but through faith. By now, the world outside is probably quieter, the lights dimmer, your breath slower. You walked a long way tonight, through thoughts, through memories, through evolutions that don't always have names yet. But your journey isn't over, because even in sleep, the story continues. Think of the moments in Pokémon when you're not doing anything important, just biking through a quiet route, fishing in a calm pond, listening to the night music in Eterna Forest. Those moments, they are part of the journey too. They are where peace grows roots. That's where you are now, safe, held, mid-journey. Let your thoughts come and go like wild Pokémon. You don't have to catch them. You don't even have to battle. Just notice and breathe. You're not defined by what you do next or how quickly you move. You are enough in this pause, in this present. One day you'll look back and realize this mattered, this night, this stillness, this moment of softness. Because growth isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it's just deciding not to quit, not to chase, not to rush. Sometimes it's choosing peace on purpose. Let your inner voice get quieter. Let the sound of healing get louder. You've done enough for today. You've come far enough tonight. Whatever's ahead can wait. Your next evolution is already on its way, and it's arriving exactly when it's meant to. Mentally rehearse after me. I'm still evolving. My pace is valid. This moment is sacred. I'm still evolving. My pace is valid. This moment is sacred. Let these words rev around you, like a lullaby from your starter, like a campfire under the stars, like the memory of a journey you're still on. Because you are. You're still on your way. And tonight, you can rest knowing that's enough.